Hey guys, this is Jason from Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at the Mountain Hardwear Lamina Zero. This is a 0-degree winter bag, and it is synthetic thermal Q filled insulation. This bag has gotten me by in 0-degree weather. During a polar vortex in Pennsylvania, I actually used this on my first ever backpacking trip. Now, a lot of if you guys have seen my Lamina 35 video review, a lot of the same things apply to this. The model, even though it says 0, this is, in my experience, this is good down to 15 degrees. Any lower than that, you're going to want to bring some kind of jacket, have hand warmers, heat up boil some water and put it in a Nalgene bottle and throw it in the foot box. You want to have some other heat source other than just your body and some PJs in a 0-degree conditions. So, like I said, that was my complaint with the Lamina 35. It didn't get down to the expected 35 degree that you'd think. It was actually 41 degrees, and that's the same experience I'm having with this Lamina Zero. So that being said, let's dive into some features. It's mummy cut, which means it has a hood on it. You can put it up over your head to kind of seal in the warmth. It has this Velcro to provide you a way to kind of get the zipper out of your way, or you can clip it onto itself and have it just kind of flop there. It has this little pocket right here. It's enough for a couple hand warmers or maybe your phone or a camera. Now, this is a 40 denier nylon outer shell, which means it is kind of water resistant. I wouldn't get this wet by any means in my experience with this bag. The cool part about this bag, just like the Lamina 35, is that it has no baffles in it. Everything is of welded construction, and what that means for you is since there's no stitching, there's no cold spots in the bag. It's just one solid piece of insulation. So there shouldn't be any cold spots. The only areas that you should get cold spots are on your face. So, that being said, the inside of the bag is made up of a very, very soft polyester, which means it's moisture wicking. It kind of keeps the sweat off you and out of the insulation. It has this little, I want to say, collar that wraps up around your neck, around your shoulders, and you can actually cinch this down. We'll take a look at that whenever I get inside of it, even though it's going to be super hot in this house. But it is, right now, it's not even fall yet outside, so I definitely don't want to take it outside. It has two cinch options. Like I said, one for around your shoulders, and then the other one is around the hood, which makes this very, very nice. So let me take this down to the floor, and I'll get in it, and I'll kind of show you around, give you a tour of it. Okay, let's get into here. Now, this is going to be really hot. Obviously, I'm doing this inside, but we're going to show you. Alright, footbox feels very, very comfy. It has a lot of loft for a synthetic bag. Obviously, it needs to because it is a 0-degree bag. Alright, let's get in. Another thing that I like is the zipper is reversible, meaning you can zip it up from the outside, and once you're situated, you can also zip it up from the inside. A complaint I have about the zipper is although it is a very strong zipper, it does snag on this extra baffle material that they give you to avoid cold spots on and around the zipper. So if you can deal with that, it's a decent bag. But if that's something that'll drive you nuts like it does me, you might want to look at a different sleeping bag. Alright. Getting in. Putting the hood up. Now I'm gonna leave some of this open so you can kind of see. But I'm gonna zip the hood, or I'm gonna tighten the hood up over my head. There's two little pull cords. There's a cord that tightens it, and then a shock cord that compresses it via this thing right here. Okay, and then on the inside, there's this cord that compresses this around your body, and then the shock cord that tightens it up as well. So, I wonder how long I can stay in this without sweating. I'm already starting to sweat. Now you can see, right here, all you can see is my mouth and my nose. That's the way you want to do it if it's really, really cold out. You keep all the oxygen, or you keep all the body heat in, and you want to exhale all the, when you exhale, you're going to have moisture, and you want to keep that out of your bag. I see some people, like to put their whole face in the bag, and then they wonder why they get cold. Well, the moisture around you is making you cold. The condensation is really, really bad for sleeping in. All right, now I'm going to get out of this because it's really, really hot. Now, whenever I first got into backpacking, I got turned off about stories about sleeping bags made of down, which are more expensive, and they're not synthetic. They have basically feathers in them, and which provides you more warmth for a higher price, but they're also a lot more compressible than something like this. It's the budgeting and the fact that when down gets wet, it loses a lot to all of its insulation value, whereas if you're in a synthetic bag, it'll actually keep a lot of its insulation value. That, for the winter, for me, sold me this bag, and I've kind of changed my thoughts on it. Down bags have become so advanced now. Now they even have water-resistant down. So, guys, for anybody looking to stay light, I highly recommend a down bag instead of something like this. This weighs a lot. This is 3 pounds 10 ounces, so almost 4 pounds just for your sleeping bag. That's not including, your backpack, your tent, your sleeping pad that you're also going to need when you're out there. Is it warm? Yes, it's very, very warm. But the compression, the weight, that kind of draws me away, especially considering that you can spend you can spend more money and get something in down that will compress down to about this big. So I want to show you the compression size because that is another big turnoff for me about this bag. Now, when you purchase this bag, you are given a stuff sack, and you're also given a storage sack. This will let the material breathe, keep it dry, keep the dampness and moisture out, and you're always going to want to put it in this bag to store it. Now, as far as the stuff sack, this stuff sack is huge. And it needs to be because the compression size of this bag is basically non-existent. And this takes up a ton of pack space, so let me show you that. Okay, guys. You can see how big the sack is. Car camping? Great. This would be fantastic for you. The average backpacker doesn't want to carry something this big that's 4 pounds. Almost 4 pounds. My honest review for this, and I usually don't give products a bad review. Every product that I usually have has been excellent for me. Just this is $280. For another $100, you could have a great winter bag, and it will compress 20 times better than this. I would look at other options. If you're going to be experiencing 0-degree weather, you're not going to want something that says Lamina 0, leading you to believe that you can actually spend the night in this. And whenever I say spend the night, I mean in just some PJs. That's what the rating should be. I had to have my winter jacket and snow pants on to actually stay warm in this bag. And that was on let's see, what was that on? That was on a closed cell foam 5.7 R-value sleeping pad. So guys, I'm going to have to say no on this one. I'm going to be looking for a replacement and possibly seeing if I could sell this. I'm going to go for down. So my winter setup is heavy enough as it is right now. and I don't need an extra 3 pounds and 10 ounces. I wish I would have known that going into this, but we all make mistakes, and that's why I'm doing this review. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps somebody, and if you have any questions about this bag or maybe some other options, don't hesitate to ask, comment below, or find me on Facebook via Outdoor Adventures. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps somebody.